So, is Kill the best action film of 2024? Well, find out.
I make a mess when I come through. Kicking balls down, doing Swiss Kung Fu.
Cash Nation, welcome back to a brand new review of Chill. So today I got the chance to finally check out the movie Kill. Now I'm gonna be honest, I've heard a rather grapevine. I've seen one trailer in the theater that this is probably the best action film of 2024. Truth is this, okay? Before I get to my thoughts, I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? This is not the best action film of 2024. It's not. It has some good scenes, and we'll get into it. I promise. We'll get into it, okay? But it is not the best action film of 2024. That goes to Monkey Man and The Beekeeper, two films I'm pretty sure a lot of people forgot about, but I didn't, okay? So basically, you had this guy who was a committee officer and his friend who essentially got on a trade where bad things start to happen. And for some reason, someone decides to piss this guy off by doing the worst thing possible, which I won't reveal what it is, but needless to say, you pretty much guessed from the trailer what that bad thing is. And from that point on in the movie, that's when the film was on full throttle. Like the first act for me, I'll say this right now, I didn't care for it. I thought it was cheesy dialogue. Music was meh. Cinematography was cool and all, but it was just like, hey, this is the best action film of 2024. And I'm getting, like I said, it was okay, right? Where I mean, the character, his friend, the girl he's with, you know, she's supposed to be getting married to some guy. And by the way, don't mind thinking it's a spoiler because it's never touched upon ever again. Like it's about one time, it's a one scene, and that's literally it, okay? And so this guy and this girl basically get on the train together, and something goes wrong. These people, these bandits, if you will, come on the train and try to steal for people and mess things up. And in that process, they decide to have a little oopsie, if you will. This guy, bad guy here, he decides to do the ultimate uh-oh moment and screw up and do something that's like, even the supporting character was like, you had to do that. It's like the equivalent of basically the guys in John Wick the film. They go into his house to kill the puppy. They do something to piss this guy off, and I'm not even messing with you, okay? The very next scene after the title card rolls, the word kill, that's when the film was like, okay, where was this the whole time? Like, what? Okay. Now, man, you got me locked in all the way. At first, I didn't care too much, but now I do, you know? The best part of this whole film, without a shadow of a doubt, is the action and the action sequences, okay? The scenes where you see this guy constantly stabbing, punching, knifing, doing this, uppercutting, you know, smash people's faces in left and right. And this guy, by the way, he might as well be Rambo. And guess what? He's referenced as Rambo, by the way, because he's just stab, hit, punch, ooh, boom, done that. And guess what? He doesn't give up. He just gets more pissed off. He might as well be the Hulk, for God's sakes, okay? Now, let me say this much right now. If you're expecting any of these characters to be given much depth besides the bare minimum, I'm sorry, it's not happening, okay? Basically, you meet basically the father, you meet the supporting character, and I don't remember much of their names, and I'm not gonna try to butcher them. So I'll just say the main guy's name is A, I believe. The girl's name is T, and then the guy has a best friend, right? The guy and his best friend, I enjoyed their dynamic a lot. You know, they had a great friendship going on. The fact that he had his back the whole time. When A was about to pull up, homie said, I'm with you all the way, which I liked so much. And the only thing I disliked is how when the bandits come on the trade, it's never fully explored, you will, why they did what they did, right? Like I was expecting, okay, a scene in the second or third act, okay, big old reveal, big twist happening. Not really, you know? You're kind of waiting for something to be revealed. Okay, this is why they're here, and that's what the whole plan was all along. A whole big whoop reveal, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't really happen. Also, too, the bad guy in this film, I wasn't a fan of. Like, basically, the way this film is that each time something bad happens in the film, there's a conflict growing in the background, right? So basically, for example, someone basically messes with the wrong person that's not related to the main character. So essentially, this film basically becomes, if you will, metaphorically speaking, a war zone. You see the trailers, you see the daily bodies, the bodies that this guy is leaving behind for these people to see, okay? Now, to be honest, the girl in the film, the love interest, I didn't like her. Wish we got to know more about her, but we don't, unfortunately. The side character, the guy that's helping me lead out the most, liked him a lot, which I wish we got to know more about him. And overall, there's so much potential here to be more than just an action film, right? Have it where this is not only a great action film, but give us depth, like give us multiple scenes outside of the train, because we focus on the train so much, it gets to the point to where sometimes when the action is happening, I can't really tell, okay, is that the good guy or the bad guy? Is that this guy or that character? You know, like, I can't tell, because it's like if I'm watching a movie with the two white guys who basically have the exact exact same haircut, both buzz cuts, both similar shirts, similar physique, similar style, right? It's like, wait, is that Zach or is that Cody? I can't tell which one's which. I can't tell who to root for, who not to root for, you know? All I'm gonna say is this guy is ruthless, he is merciless, and I loved him whenever he was on his thing, okay? When he's taking care of names and taking care of business, that's when the film shines at all cylinders. When it stops to try to take care of other things, you don't really care too much. Because seriously, this is kind of a little secret, okay? When you don't give your film any character depth, anything to root for, right? When you don't give any character, a good background or good anything, right? It's hard to care about what happens to them, right? So a character will lose a family member or something. It's like, okay, I want to care about this character, but I can't because I don't know much about them or their family or what they lost, truly, you know? And I will say this much. When it comes to the third act specifically, it's just a rampage and you love it a lot. But unfortunately, because of the fact that again, no character depth, no real stakes at the moment, just this guy going through, taking care of business until everyone is out of the game. And that's pretty much all it is at the end of the day. So to me, there's no real story here at the unfortunately either. Like you give it the bare minimum, no real resolution for me, unfortunately. So there are two specific action sequences I liked a lot. One in the very beginning of the second act, and one in the very near the end of the third act. Okay, now I won't tell you what it is, but trust me when you see, you'll love it. But other than that, it's a basic action film. It really is. There's nothing new happening here. There's nothing genre bending wise happening. Nothing. I mean, it's just constant. Like I said, punch, uppercut, slam against the wall, stabby type deal. I did like the one thing I'll say is this. I like how this guy used his army knowledge to do some things to mess with the enemies. And you see some of it in the trailer with the dangling body. I was like, this is cool. I like this. I wish we would give him more about him, give him more depth about him. Like, when I found, okay, why was he in the army for? What was he doing there? You know what I'm saying? How did he meet this girl? We don't know that information because we don't know that information. It's hard to really connect these characters. That's the biggest problem this film has. Okay, like the beekeeper, it made sense. It was straight to the point. This guy's a private organization. Someone messes with him. He decides to take care of everybody that he needs to take care of. That's all we needed to know. But this film, this guy's getting on the train. His love is in danger. That happens. He goes crazy. But it's like, okay, the people you're messing with and killing, it just feels like a bloodbath with no real consequences, nothing behind it, unfortunately. So again, for that reason, I had to give this film 5 out of 10. Stream it from the comfort of your own home. And by the way, real quickly before I let you go, the music in this film, music to me was kind of weird because the music cues kind of annoyed the absolute crap out of me. There are multiple times where it's either a scene of this guy on top of the train or where this guy and this girl are together, where it's just music cue, music cue, music cue. I'm like, bro, I get it. They're together. You want to sell them as this awesome, amazing couple. That's fine. Calm down the music cues. Once or twice is fine, but more than that is kind of excessive in my opinion. Okay. And I also wish too we were given at least 10 minutes more of the ending, because the ending is kind of like up to interpretation, right? What happens in the ending? Is it something that's okay? Is it a good ending or a bad ending? What do y'all think? One of the things I also dislike too is how it was hard to tell from the goons and the good guys how the goons were trying so hard to get off the train, but they were able to, and they just had to stick it out. I also found it funny how literally in the third act, how two women decided to step up and try to do something, and one of them was able to do something, but it's just kind of funny to me in a way, if that makes sense. But to me, other than that, this film to me is just okay. Thank you for watching this review. Do me a favor and comment your thoughts on Kill. Did you see it? Did you like it? Why or why not? Was it bloody enough for you? Where you're like, basic action film, but it is what it is. But as always, keep your friendly. Have a good one, y'all.